All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Movie Glue. Today I'm joined by Stephen Bassett and Dave Stanley.
Hey, you never put
Before we
Steve
get
before
started,
me.
if I
Welcome,
don't know why I
guys.
wrote it like that. But anyways, before we get started, if you like what you see here today, consider giving us a like and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find us on Twitter and Facebook. Today's Movie Glue episode, we're
At
going
Dad's
to use our
Downtime.
glue to connect.
Yeah, you gotta hit
Come on,
at Dad's Downtime.
rookie.
Do you want me to start over this whole
No,
thing?
let's keep going.
This
You're
guy.
good.
Anyways,
For real, let's
today's Movie Glue, Dad's Downtime Movie Glue episode, we're using our glue to connect Gene Hackman from The Mexican, which was our previous movie, to today's movie called Enemy of the State. It's a movie starring Will Smith, Gene Hackman, Jack Black. There's a bunch of people in this movie, so I consider it a big one. So let's get started. Who's reviewing first?
Dave.
I can go. All right, so
All right, cool.
I want to go through. I know I tend to go through all the stats and statistical stuff on the movie, so let's get through that first. Enemy of the State is our movie. November. It was released in theaters November 22nd, 1998. I think, Tyler, you touched on this, but it's got Will Smith, Gene Hackman, Jon Voight, Lisa Bonet, Regina King, Jack Black, Jamie Kennedy, and Seth Green. Before I get into more of these stats, so would you guys say that Seth Green had a larger role in this movie than Jamie Kennedy?
Yes.
Why can't I even remember Jamie Kennedy being in there?
He wasn't in it very much. Seth Green had a lot of speaking
Yeah, he
lines.
was very small for what he was.
I'm trying to even.
Yeah.
He was at the way end when they were in.
Jamie Kennedy, holy shit, he looks rough.
Yeah. Anyways,
he looks terrible.
Anyways,
Okay, sorry,
so
go
Jamie Kennedy is credited as playing Jamie in the movie.
Yeah.
Seth
Jamie
Green,
Williams.
Apparently, according to IMDb, Seth Green, uncredited.
That doesn't make any sense either.
Not
But
really.
he doesn't have
Not
a name.
one.
I don't
No,
think
it's
they
Selby.
actually give him a
In,
name throughout the
his
movie.
name-
In Google, it says Selby.
His name is Selby, but he's uncredited.
okay.
He's not in the credits apparently.
That doesn't make any
And-
sense.
Bonkers. I didn't take the time to look at the credits, but according to IMDb, he is uncredited.
Wow,
That's so weird.
that's very weird.
Yeah. Ridiculous. Anyways, the movie was directed by Tony Scott, written by David Marconi, producer was Jerry Bruckheimer, and the production companies were Touchstone Pictures and Jerry Bruckheimer Films. This movie had a $90 million budget, had an opening weekend of $20 million. It's not too bad. And it grossed worldwide approximately $251 million.
Wow.
So yeah,
Almost 3 times. Two and a half.
More than I
too
expected,
bad.
yeah.
So it's all right.
Yeah.
So going into my review, I've been busy this week, so I really didn't feel like watching a movie, but I did watch it today.
Okay.
And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I enjoy suspense action thrillers like that. I wouldn't even say it's that much action, but it's that suspense thriller kind of thing.
There was enough action.
There was enough. I wouldn't call it
I
an
would
action movie by any means.
It's a tension building movie.
Yes,
Yeah,
lots of tension.
yes.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things I noted. The music and the score makes every scene feel intense. Like they really utilized the audio in that movie to put like the intensity and like the everything across. Her usual what's it called? Movie magic. The goose guy, is it Zavitz or whatever, is it? Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel
Zavitz, I think.
Savage. Yeah.
Daniel Zavitz, yeah.
No chance in hell his old piece of shit PC could enhance that much on that
No.
grainy ass video. No
Yeah.
chance in hell. And on that same note, how on earth did the surveillance camera from the lingerie store, like I could see it like
Hey, what a
I
scene
could see
right
it
there.
I could see it spinning in place. How did it go like this?
Yeah, so that's like one of the ideas that they try to pass off in the movie, is that this is sophisticated technology that's decades ahead of its time, and so it can use predictive algorithms to give you the sight lines of what it would look like on the other side, rather
Right.
than it's not accurate to 100%, but it can give you an idea of what it's supposed to look like.
True. I get that.
Yeah.
On the same note of the cameras, I found it funny that the NSA pushing for like the whole hidden cameras and being able to survey and surveillance everybody uh, like privately um, got caught up due to private filming.
Yep. Yep.
So there's that. That's not really that important. Let's see. I found it funny that there was another blue El Camino this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny,
It's
and
true, yeah.
that was quite the bloodbath, or maybe it was a pasta sauce
Oh.
fight at the way end. I couldn't tell. There was
Oh,
so
yeah.
many jars breaking and everything, and guns being shot.
That's the old
That
that's the old
was-
Bruckheimer for you.
There was a lot of blood in that.
I don't know if it was
mixture.
blood or pasta sauce, one of the two.
Oh, I mean, there were bullets raining like crazy with bodies everywhere.
Shaky
no,
cam from hell.
Overall, there were I didn't find many things that really was just like that were just like unbelievable. It seemed very much like believable scenes for the most part. Maybe the exploding of the building was a bit over the top.
Yeah.
But no, I mean I think the movie did really well. I'm sure Steve liked it. Steve's into conspiracy theories and stuff like that. So I mean it's kind of right up the alley of government always listening, conspiracies, obviously, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, it's an A+ to me. Jerry Bruckheimer's fantastic. Will Smith was great per usual. Gene Hackman, you really can't go wrong with this one.
Yeah.
So, how about
I
you,
agree.
Steve? What do you think of it?
So right off the bat, I agree, Dave. I thought this movie was fantastic. I, like you, as we were talking during work today, really was not in the mood to watch this. I didn't want to watch it.
Just been busy with
didn't-
work.
Yeah, just been super busy, work, life, just had no desire to watch it. It's all right, I'm gonna grit my way through it, I thought. And it's like I turned it on and I'm like,
I couldn't turn
damn, I
away.
don't want to stop. I didn't want to, I didn't want to turn away. It was great. I'll tell you this. You guys already know I'm not a real big Will Smith fan. He brought it. Like, this makes me think of old school Will Smith, like, because, Independence Day Will Smith, or,
This is around that time for him.
what is
too,
it?
so-
The Men in Black Will Smith. Like, I liked
yeah.
Will Smith
Yeah.
at those, like, that time frame, that time period of his acting. He was great to me at that point. So he killed it. Absolutely
Mhm.
killed it. Really sad part, like, for me, I did not like when the congressman in the very beginning, I don't know why I can't recall his name,
Herschel
got killed.
or something
Yeah,
like
Herschel or something. When he got
Mhm.
killed, and then they stuffed him in his car, and then they rolled the car into the
Yeah,
lake, and
the
then you just
dog.
see the dog. I just felt terrible because it's like that's
Yeah.
that dog's life. Like, that's his master. That's who he loves, and he can't do anything. And I just hearing him crying and sitting like that just hurt. It like killed me because it makes me think
Yeah.
of my dog. If something like that would happen to me,
Mhm.
he'd probably die. So it killed me there. So I hated that part. Other than that, yeah, I mean, just Will Smith, great job. My gosh, Gene Hackman, I had no idea what to expect when he
The-
first got introduced.
The movie kept you on the edge of your seat.
It did. It really did.
Great movie choice.
Yeah, it was a great movie choice. So, I don't know. I just completely enjoyed it. I mean, I didn't really find anything dull. I was very intrigued from the get go. Yeah. Oh, boy.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
What about you, Tyler?
So I watched this movie a lot when I was younger. My dad loved it. He thought it was a great movie, but my dad's a big Will Smith fan too. So, this movie kind of just naturally landed in our laps when we were kids. And I remember loving it when I was a kid. I just thought it was super intense, super intriguing, like the idea of it, especially then when technology definitely wasn't as far as it is now, and the idea of government consistently watching you and stuff like that. And it's creepy because like surveillance now is at
even
a much
even
higher rate than it used to be.
even
Then, so.
23 years later, like some of the stuff they were doing was still kind of far-fetched.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Listen,
And like I said, especially with that camera angle, the whole predictive algorithm thing, I
Yeah.
don't think that cameras even now would be able to pull
Um,
something like that off. You might
not
be able to like get an idea, but like
a little.
not to that
You can get
accuracy.
a little bit of it, but I mean, like look at like NFL games. I know like a
Right,
lot of like the big games now they have like the cameras all the way around the stadium. So, but
right.
they can still like almost panoramic style like um edit the pictures together so they can do like a sweeping shot.
well, they
S-
also have the cameras that are on the strings, basically like maybe
Right.
100 feet above the players, that is just going over the
Right.
field of play the whole time. So I mean, they've got all those things almost like drones type, just
They've got a
Right.
flying
ton of
by.
angles,
So
yeah, in games like that, yeah.
yeah,
Um, I think this is probably one of my favorite Will Smith movies, by
I could see
far.
that.
I like this movie a lot for him. I thought his acting was great. I thought he was funny enough, but he also did the serious role really well. Especially when he's talking to the lawyers and they're firing him. I was like, Jesus, dude, he brought the emotion for this one. Like
oh
the
yeah.
intensity that he brought to that table was insane.
I thought his wife played a really, really great role as well. Carla,
She
Carla
did, yeah.
Dean, Regina
She
King.
was a good like,
Man,
yeah. She was kind of a good comedic relief, but at the same time, she had good moments where it was good serious, like the when he walks into the kitchen, and she's ready to leave him,
yeah,
and
Yeah.
she tells him to get the hell out
Yep.
and stuff like that. And I was like, Jesus, this is
she's
good.
a
I mean,
great
her acting is
actress.
spot
I
on.
like
Yeah,
her. She's a great
I've seen her in a
actress.
few things
Yeah.
outside of this, yeah, and she's been good and everything. Gene Hackman, also a great role for him. I think he played his role really well. Jon Voight is his typical role. He's kind of an asshole in every movie I've ever seen him in.
I like that
Um,
sleazeball asshole, like guy that you
yeah,
really want to get caught up in a sense, but
right.
never. Yeah.
Yeah, the only movie that I feel like I haven't seen him do that sort of role in was Transformers. And even then, I mean, he was kind of still an asshole.
Was he in
Um,
Transformers?
yeah, he was in the first one.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I haven't seen that movie in
he
forever.
was, yeah, it's been a long time, but I know for sure he was in it.
Okay.
But anyways, uh, great movie for all the actors. I'd like to touch on a couple of the minor actors. Scott Conn, I thought he was incredible in this movie. Um, Obviously he's the son of James Conn, and James Conn is
Oh, love
man,
James
he's a
Caan.
monumental actor, especially if you consider him as Sonny and good, and The Godfather, which is a great film for him
I love
too.
their nephew, con artist, as well.
Shut up, Steve. God, I
Always
hate
bringing
you.
the dad jokes. It wouldn't be
Fucking
Dad's
hate you.
Downtime without a couple dad jokes, I guess.
Like
Jake
Steve's dad
Busey.
jokes aren't even good.
That's true. That's fair. He finds weird segues. Um, Jake Busey did a great job, son of Gary Busey.
He looks like
Who's also a huge
he
actor.
looked like such an oaf in this movie.
He did, yeah. And that's kind of the funny thing about them is that they are kind of oafs, even though they are professional. And they're very good at what they do. Obviously, otherwise, they wouldn't be getting hired by the
Oh,
NSA.
for just like a
But
stupid meathead, like just
Yeah.
like
yeah,
no brain, just like a dumbass.
right. And I thought one of the funny things that you see early on in the movie is when they're raiding Will Smith's house, and the dog bites Scott Conn.
I
And
got
then
rabies.
later on in the movie, when they're in the hotel, you see his hand wrapped and he can't
Yeah.
open the door because he's so scared of having rabies. I thought that was a funny little callback and a good continuation of that joke.
Mhm.
The shootout at the end in the bar is insane.
It's awesome.
It sucks that it's so shaky cam, so you don't really see anything. But as far as like old practical effects, using those squib rounds and like doing the big explosions, because you do see some contact as far as them getting shot, and so you see the big explosions in their chest, which bullets would never make, not like to that degree, especially not in the entry.
Right.
But it was super. I thought it was cool practical effects, cool directing. Jack Black was funny in this movie. He
Yeah,
was
I
great.
really, I
But he
really
also
liked him in this.
he was also this was a serious role for him for the most part too, because he didn't have a whole lot of like over the top jokes or things like he usually brings to the table. So it's cool to see Jack Black in a more serious environment
had-
and actually
He had
do
a
a
few
good job
one-liners
in it.
in there, but nothing like crazy.
Yeah, nothing off the wall. Same with Seth Green. I mean, Seth Green is one of those actors too that can usually he can crack some really good jokes, but this movie it felt tamed for
Seth
both
Green
of
is
them.
hilarious,
So,
but I mean, I think that's just Jerry Bruckheimer doing a serious film.
yeah,
Like
and
he's
it
gonna
worked.
rein in the actors, and it's like, no, this is the image we're putting out. Like, sure, you get like a little punchline here or there or whatever, but
Yeah,
this is what we're doing. You know,
Mhm.
it was a
like,
good. I think. Go ahead.
yeah, a little trivia is, the who was it? Director Tony Scott. Gene Hackman would not sign on to the movie, and then like they kept on pursuing him. Tony Scott eventually called him personally and got him to sign on. And Will Smith was still coming off of the high of Independence Day, and he
Yeah.
took like he should have picked up like because of Independence Day like and everything that brought in. He should have gotten a huge paycheck from this movie. He took a lower cut, like a lower paycheck, because he wanted to work with Gene Hackman.
Oh, that's cool.
Like he
That's
signed on
sick.
because he
I
wanted
didn't
to
even
work
know
with
that.
Gene
Yeah.
Hackman. Yeah.
That's really cool. And I mean, that shows
It's cool when you hear stuff like that about
what kind of
actors.
actor Will Smith is for the most part too. So I like that. That's a
I mean,
cool little
Will Smith
factoid
has
on
always been pretty smart in the sense of like knowing who to rub elbows with and like when
Yeah.
to like take that pay cut so you can get that extra connection.
Yeah, he's made some great movies.
I don't know if there's a Will Smith movie I haven't enjoyed. I'm sure there's some bad
No,
ones out there, but like I can't think of anything that
not off the top of my head at least. I'd
no
have to do some research or something to see if I can't find a movie. But
like good like Pursuit of Happiness is a fantastic like deep movie.
father son movie, very
Yeah.
deep, very introspective. Yeah,
But I don't want to direct this away from
right.
Enemy of the State too much.
Yeah,
I absolutely enjoyed this film the second time around. Well, not the second. I've seen this movie so many
The
times.
multiple time around.
But like, now that I'm older, and maybe some of the themes or something kind of resonate with you more as an adult. I enjoyed it a lot more this time than I ever did when I was younger. And so I have a higher appreciation for this movie now because
Now that
I didn't
politics
know
has
if it would hold up.
politics have more bearing on our life now.
Yeah. But no, I didn't know if this movie would hold up, and I got kind of nervous choosing it because it was between this or another huge movie by a different actor, and
Troy Brad Pitt.
I'm not gonna say the movie just in case
Why
it ever
not?
gets picked up again, and I don't want to talk about it. But
Okay.
well, okay, fuck it. Fight Club. Fight Club was going to be the one that I was going with outside of this. So I felt like either choice was good, and then this was the more risky choice because I mean, Fight Club's a surefire. You know,
I
that's a
think
surefire.
your
Club-
surefire would have been
I-
Gene Hackman Superman.
Shut up.
Fight Club has some good comedy in it too.
Yeah, and it's also a serious movie for the most part. It has those big comedic moments, but at the same time, it's meant to be taken seriously.
Yeah, I don't
So-
want to get too
but
far
I knew
into it
that-
just in case it comes up again because I know Steve hasn't seen it yet.
Right. But
and we want to stay on focus with our time. So
Yeah, we need to
right.
wrap this up
And
here.
I was very happy with the way this movie held up. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I thought it was a great movie. Let's get our ratings.
yes,
Let's give a 1 out of 5 Porsches. Porsches, because
Oh,
they called
if
the
it's-
dog Porsche.
If
Hate
it-
that dog.
Terrible name
If
for
it's
a dog.
if it's 1 out of 5 Porsches or Porsches, whatever the hell
0.
they're. Yeah, absolutely. I don't do yappy dogs. I don't do
Hate
yappy dogs at all.
I don't do
Fuck
little
yeah,
dogs. I
either,
like
no,
big dogs. I like
hate
dogs.
yippy dogs.
Little
Man.
dogs
Yeah.
are rats.
No, I will.
Yeah.
I will give it a 5. I would definitely go out of my way to rewatch this movie at some point. So
I will go 5 as well. That was a great movie.
Nice. I'm also gonna go 5. It held up really well. This is nice because this is the first all 5
Yeah.
movie we've done so far. So it's
Yeah, no,
it's a big
it was
one.
a great
I'm glad
movie.
everybody enjoyed it.
I would not mind sitting down watching it again without having to
Yep.
look back at my computer to do other things. Like just sit down and enjoy the movie.
Yeah, same.
So
I'm on board with that.
all right,
All
well,
right, so I think
cumulative score of 15. Moving forward, it
Yeah.
looks like it's Steve's turn next week. Steven, who is our movie glue?
Jason Lee, who played Daniel Zavitz. My
Alright.
name is Earl.
Oh,
All right, I have not seen My Name is Earl.
That's a TV show.
Oh, all right,
That's-
fuck you, dude.
oh my
Fucking with you guys.
God, I hate you.
Okay,
Man,
for real this time. I'll give you guys what I wanted to do. I'll tell you that. I can tell you that off screen if you want. What I'm going to do. Funny how you mentioned, trying to give a hand to Scott Conn. I ended up going with him. Ocean's 11.
all right. I
Is
like
he
that
in
movie.
Ocean's 11?
Oh hell yeah!
Nice.
That's
Ocean's 11's a good movie. We've all seen Ocean's 11.
But-
This is good.
Yeah,
that's also going to set Dave up very nicely because that is
that gives me
loaded.
so much to play
That's a
with there.
loaded.
Yeah.
That's a loaded
But,
movie.
Do
Yeah.
we want me to go with what I wanted to go with and
Yeah,
just?
well,
Yeah.
I wanted to
That's
go
great.
with Regina King and pick one of hers. And I was looking at Ray, but
Ooh,
I
that's a
was thinking
good
you might lean
movie.
that way, actually.
I couldn't find that on any of the streaming services. So it's like I'm gonna
Oh, okay.
avoid that for the time being.
It's a great Jamie Foxx movie.
I just like Regina King. I think she's a good actress.
She is.
I'm going to be kind of attractive as well. So
Yeah.
great actress. So I want to lean that way, but really at the moment couldn't. So
So before
We'll
we
go
wrap
Scott
this up,
Conn.
I've already got 2 movies in my mind, 2 different actors.
Nice.
I got to do some research to see if I can connect it to any of these other particular movies I wanted to do. But I think I know which way I'm going already.
Good.
So
Brad
That's
Pitt-
the way I
Brad
was
Pitt,
with
Troy.
this movie. I knew exactly where I was going.
Nope.
Yeah.
George Clooney, Batman.
mm,
Terrible movie.
And then Tyler's going to go Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Batman Forever.
Ooh, he's got a wide range.
Or Batman.
Commando.
Batman and Robin. Sorry, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Batman. And
Well,
Robin.
if you do the George Clooney Batman, then it would be
Oh yeah, it would be.
Batman and Robin. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'd have to go. Ooh,
Arnold
Arnold.
Schwarzenegger, Commando.
Oh, I'm going to Kindergarten Cop all day long, dude. Great movie.
All right.
It's a
All right.
great one. All right, yeah.
Let's
yeah.
wrap this up. As always, follow us
Yeah.
on Facebook and on Twitter at Dad's Downtime.
Where's it at, Dave?
What? We're not playing that game anymore, Steve. Fuck you. I've got enough shit to edit right now, and I'm trying to put my desk back together. So yeah, at Dad's Downtime
There it is.
on Facebook and on Twitter. If you're watching us, well, you would be watching us on YouTube right now because that's the only place you can find Movie Glue. Please give us a like and subscribe and leave us a comment,
Please.
and we will get back to you whenever possible. As always, if you guys have nothing else, anything?
Nope.
All
I'm
right.
good.
We'll see you guys at the movies. See ya.
Later.
Thank you.